The USL League One week comes to an end in beautiful Fresno, California. Central Valley Fuego returns home to face Richmond Kickers. It was an intriguing matchup the last time these two teams played. Should be another fun one tonight out west as we welcome you in to Fresno State Soccer Stadium. John Gross with you on this Saturday night, and we'll take a look at the USL League One standings at this point in the season. With Greenville and Triumph atop the table, and you look at these two teams, well, two other matchups in progress right now, but still a lot to be played for in this one. Richmond just a point back of Greenville. Central Valley Fuego in 8th place, but you see they are oh so close to getting above the playoff line. 3 points would be critical in doing just that, and they'll look to do it for the second time this season. And speaking of Fuego, one way that they could come away with the win today, perhaps a bit more balanced of a scoring effort. Now, they have had 10 different goal scorers this year, 6 players with just 1 goal on the season, though. It's been a handful of guys with the lion's share of conversions. This was Nathan Smith last time out for his side, but Martin Vasquez really emphasized that opponents have started to figure out our key guys. We need other players to step up and provide for us. The Cerritos, the Villarreals of the world, if they're going to continue to be a dominant offensive team, which they've struggled with these last couple of matches. Well, we talked about the Fuego FC offense, and they have one of the best netminders stopping in their way tonight. It's Akira Fitzgerald, the league leader in saves. He had 7 saves last time out against Greenville and Triumph. These highlights you're seeing are all from just one match. There's a reason why he's regarded as one of the top keepers in this league, the reigning goalkeeper of the year in USL League One. Now, he did allow a late match winner in stoppage time against Greenville, but 7 saves. Another masterful performance for the seasoned veteran. We're just minutes away from getting things started. Second meeting of the season between these two clubs. Central Valley Fuego hosts Richmond Kickers out west. Lineups and kickoffs coming up next on ESPN+.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals. I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
It is over 100 degrees tonight in Fresno, California. This is going to be a hot one on and off the pitch. Well, the last time these two teams played, it was a unique matchup because by the end of it, Richmond Kickers were down not 1 but 2 men. It starts early. Central Valley Fuego get that first goal, as you see, finished off 11-9. And then watch Stephen Payne, the foul from behind. He is shown the red card. This is early. This is just the 19th minute. That's only the first of 2 eventual red cards. Fuego get a second goal from Victor Falk, but then down a man. Richmond Kickers able to get one back. Dakota Barnathan, a low blast. And he's able to get on the board one of his 2 goals this season. And then Nathan Awney, the star center back. He's shown a straight red his day is done. So for the final 40 or so minutes of this match, they were down 2 men. 3-1 was the final in that one. You can be sure that Richmond Kickers want some revenge after that one, hopefully for their sake at level playing field. And here's the starting 11 for Martin Vasquez. William Bijev tied for the team leading goals. He has been a bit quiet as of late, did have an assist last time out though. For Darren Sawatsky's squad, definitely some changes. Dakota Barnathan gets the start in the midfield for the first time since May, and a big return. Nathan Awney back at center back. And of course, Emiliano Terzaghi, you don't find anyone better in this league history at scoring goals than that man. He leads the charge up front. Nearing the top of the Golden Boot race. In fact, tied for the lead. And off we go. It's Richmond Kickers in the whites. Central Valley Fuego in the green kits. Ball in the hands of Mitchell North, who gets the start. No Ofek Antman. He was listed as unavailable on the injury report. Supporters out and in full force tonight at Fresno State Soccer Stadium. Richmond 10-7-4, fresh off of a heartbreaking loss against league-leading Greenville Triumph. A 1-0 loss in stoppage time, which snapped a 3-match winning streak. On the flip side, a goal for the first time in a while last time out for Central Valley Fuego, courtesy of the man who just got rid of it, Nathan Smith. 1-0 win over North Carolina FC. Snapped nearly 340 minutes without a goal. We're a team that earlier in this season looked like one of the top offensive teams in this league. Villarreal, just a second start, leaves it for Bijev, who is clipped down by Nathan Awney. And a free kick on the way for the home side. See, Awney clip Bijev just a bit. Those are two key players to watch out for tonight, no doubt about it. Awney had been injured, missed quite some time, and this is just his second start in his last 5 matches since returning, although did not play against Greenville. Bijev and Asi Ramos stand over it. Bijev, who we highlighted in the pre-match, his assist last time out was his first goal or assist since May, as he drives it inside the 18, and a convincing clearance. Smith, who had the goal in the 1-0 win against North Carolina. Jay steps through, works his way inside the 18, and at the last moment is taken off the ball. Terzaghi, quick touch to Bolaños, and a throw into the way for Richmond Kickers. There's Darren Sawatsky, who felt that his side created better chances than Greenville in that high-profile matchup last time out, but of course it was Greenville who found that goal. Terzaghi takes a tumble up to his feet. The Golden Boot leader, who has won the last 2 MVPs and last 2 Golden Boots, continues to be as dangerous of a player as you'll find in this league. Smith, the first one to it, able to work around Bolaños. Did it cross the end line? That is the question. And there is the whistle. Corner kick on the way. Martin Vasquez, the inaugural head coach in this Central Valley Fuego's club history, was happy with the way that his side played in the first half against North Carolina. Knows that he's in for a test tonight, knows this Richmond team is going to try to impose their game. As Bryant crosses backside of the corner, and Bijev wins the header. Celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official matchball supplier of the USL League One. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. Stephen Payne was red carded in that first half, the previous matchup between these two sides. Ramos, elevated ball out of the reach of Villian Bijev, who gives the thumbs up of appreciation. It'll be interesting to see if this extreme heat has any sort of impact on the match. It's over 100 degrees, although there will not be any hydration breaks in this one. Did not reach the thresholds between humidity and temperature, as North just gets rid of it. We're playing 45 through and then 45 through in 100 degrees. Albeit, again, a fairly dry heat, which to me, 100 degrees is still 100 degrees. Richie, unable to get rid of it. It's a Richmond Kickers team that is healthy. They have only their full roster at the disposal as Bolaños works the end line, somehow manages to stay in play. Bolaños' ball takes a deflection out for a corner. But you can see the tremendous skill that he possesses. 3 goals and 7 assists, and those numbers have really crept up as this season's progressed. We'll look back at this. It starts with this lovely lofted ball. Bolaño is able to stay on side. And just the balance and the strength to work around Nathan Smith and keep the ball in play. Second corner kick for Ethan Bryant. Second year with his club after being loaned from USL Championship side San Antonio FC last August. Swinging ball from Bryant, fisted away by North. And whistles regardless. Here's Mitchell North, just his second start of the season. Third overall appearance, a guy who he's only allowed 1 goal, but again, in just 2 appearances, only had to make 3 saves. Jay hustles after it. He's the first one to it. Pivots his way centrally, slices and dices. And his attempt comes off of Richie for a corner. And it's their first El Mexicano corner kick of the night for Central Valley Fuego. How about this? A little back and forth, scissoring his way free. Actually came off of Nathan Awney, who closed that window in a hurry. Sharif, the former 15th overall pick by the New York Red Bulls in the 2020 MLS Super Draft. It's Bishev set to take the corner. Another corner kick on the way, brought to you by El Mexicano. Second go from Bishev. Fitzgerald's got a paw on it. As Smith settles. Plays it top of the 18, a low strike. It's Fitzgerald's, another save. Ozzy Ramos, a valiant effort. But the league leader in save shows what he does best. Third El Mexicano corner kick is volleyed out for a throw by Stephen Payne. Villarreal skies it back post, found the head of Bishev. And he worked it over the crossbar. That has the potential to be a potent duo. If a guy with a boatload of MLS experience in Villarreal and a tremendous attacking player in Bishev alongside him. So here's that first corner kick. I should say the second corner kick. Watch as Smith is able to settle. Finds Ramos with some space. And Fitzgerald's able to direct it wide. And then here's the second go. Bishev just heads it off target. But it is remarkable, and I mentioned this before, but Villian Bishev, who came out of the gates better than almost anyone else in this league. He was the May Player of the Month, had 3 goals and 2 assists in May alone. Since the end of May, he's only had 1 goal or an assist, and it was an assist last time out against North Carolina. So they look to get him going once more. The Fuego side that has struggled at home this season. Richmond club that has been just about average away. Interesting to note that they lead the league in home goals, but they're very much middle of the pack when it comes to road goals. As Ramos skies it wide for Jay. Smith crosses, bicycle attempt, unsuccessful. Elevated feed, finds Villarreal, and then he meets the two center backs, Chrysler and Awney. Those two, when they're together, they've been rock solid this season. Here's this last effort, and a bicycle attempt. It was Chrysler. He was a big dude. I mean, you now have two 6'4" center backs manning the middle of the back line. It had been Dakota Barnathan who had the starting center back honors alongside Chrysler in Awney's absence. But Barnathan tonight, he has proven his worth for sure. And Darren Sawatsky wants to keep him on the pitch, but he's pushed him up to midfield, which he hasn't played since May. Valk to Bijev. Bijev lets it fly. And well off target. Central Valley right away sets up with his high press. Cerritos on the takeaway. Cerritos just wide. The chances have been there. The precision has not on that final effort. But Alexis Cerritos, somebody who Martin Vasquez said he'd like to see provide more offensively, nearly netted the opener. Cerritos and Villarreal, two of the guys who Martin Vasquez pointed out can really help out alongside some of these key players. Smith got the goal last time out. Options on both sides. Smith sidesteps. Valk. Ramos tees. Low drive comes to Villarreal. Smith, a little bit of breathing room. Sharif Jane out. 1-on-1 on Bolaños, and Bolaños wins that battle. And a throw-in awarded to Central Valley Fuego. And an unthreatening cross attempt out for a goal kick. Look at the Senegalese midfielder who had a standout career at Louisville, an all-ACC player back in his college days. Played 61 minutes a week ago, picked up a yellow card in the 1-0 win over North Carolina. How about that? Tucson and Greenville scoreless at the half. That's a match which has some major implications for Richmond. A Richmond win and a Greenville loss against Tucson would move them back to the top of the table. How about Omaha? A 4-1 win in a match that included the first ever goalie goal in USL League One history. As Chrysler is whistled for the foul. But it's been an interesting day of League One action. Hornsby paces ahead. Hornsby trying to hook up unsuccessfully. Second of 3 meetings between these clubs. The first one was a 3-1 win for Central Valley. Able to capitalize on Richmond being down 2 men for the majority of the second half. These two teams will make their way to Richmond on September 24th. As Bryant works his way ahead, takes some contact on the dish off. Vinyals trying to knock it through. Just not on the same page with Richie. September 24th match will be the first time that the Richmond faithful will get to see this Central Valley Fuego team in person. And a big shout out to all of those watching at Gus's Bar and Grill on Broad Street back in Richmond. Approaching the 11 o'clock hour in Richmond, Virginia. So we appreciate all of those sticking with us on the East Coast. Cerritos slices Cerritos, down he goes. And a free kick is awarded. Alexis Cerritos able to dance his way through and then drew the contact from Barnathan from behind. Five-man wall set up by Richmond, and it's tough to find probably a taller wall in the entire league than this. You got 6'1", 6'4", 6'4", 5'11", and 5'10". Can they beat the wall? They cannot. Comes right into it. Second effort. What a finish! An unreal strike. Victor Falk. Power for the ages. The Swedish strike, and it's 1-0 Central Valley Fuego. Take a look back at this. It comes off the wall at a half volley back on frame, and it's the former Richmond kicker who has dealt a major blow in this first half. Sets off the celebration here in Fresno. A smoke-filled pitch. That was a bit of a different tone to it. 1-0, the home side in front. They had been generating the better chances all night long, and it comes in the 24th minute. smoke clears. Victor Falk, his 5th goal of the season, 3rd against Richmond. He had a brace in that 3-1 win and an assist. And he has a goal to get the party started tonight. The guy who played 38 matches with Richmond between the 2020 and 2021 seasons. Now in year 1 with Central Valley Fuego. Results have been favorable when Central Valley net the opening goal. Although they have a tough test tonight against a Richmond team who are 2nd in wins after conceding 1st. 3 wins. They've also picked up 4 results via tie. Add that up all together, it's the most points after conceding the opening goal in USL League One. Darren Sawatsky's club, no strangers to mounting rallies, and they have ample time to do that, and plenty of weapons. Falk, who had the goal back in the 24th. Ramos finds Villarreal, and he's dispossessed by Barnathan. Bryant taken off the ball by Hornsby. Villarreal. Michev. Wide for Sharif J. Has space for a cross, he'll deliver a cross, and Barnathan heads it backside. It's Hornsby who keeps it in that final third, and pokes it wide. Was there a deflection? There was not. Michael Hornsby, the German left back, has been a very nice player for this Central Valley club. First professional experience in his 18th start of the season. Former all-conference player at the University of North Carolina at Wilmington. After a standout tenure at Division II Queens University in Charlotte, North Carolina. Moran goes down, and free kick awarded. This pass from Darren Sawatsky. Shouldn't be a surprise. Of course, stellar playing career, including MLS stops with New England Revs, the Rapids. Half an hour into this one. A slim edge for Central Valley Fuego. Second of 3 meetings this season. A win with some help would put Richmond back in the driver's seat of the league table. Meanwhile, Central Valley Fuego entered today just a point back of 6th, 3 points back of 5th. Obviously some movement earlier today, but a side that would love to pick up 3 points and try to build something after a win against North Carolina last time out. A lot of space for Nathan Smith. Gets rid of it for Sharif J. Back to Smith, just a bit behind him. Ramos. Falk, who just netted his 3rd goal of the year against Richmond. Whipped in cross from Jay. Fans wanted the handball, as did Sharif J. And they won't get the call from Robert Vince, or match referee tonight. Let's take a closer look at this. It was Richie who was the party in question. And no doubt about that. And it isn't just a foul, it's a booking. It is Victor Falk who receives the yellow card. Been a one-man wrecking crew this season against his former Richmond club. 3rd goal this season. He also has an assist. Came with that 3-1 win on July 23rd. Awney absolutely launches this one. And it is a goal kick. There are some big-time targets on this Richmond team. Chrysler was the one who got a head on it at 6'4". Chrysler a couple of goals this year. Major threat, especially on corner kicks. Sawatsky, always in that all black, which probably isn't the most comfortable thing to wear in 100+ degrees. But he's committed to it, and hey, you have a lot of head coaches around this league who have their match day uniform, and that's what they stick with throughout the season. Martin Vasquez, another one. Cerritos wheels on Payne. Ramos. Bijev steps into some space, eyes up the frame, leaves it ahead for Sharif J, and that forces Fitzgerald off his line. quality built up as Central Valley Fuego continue to play on their front foot. Contact, and it's Nil Vinyals wincing in pain. Vinyals, who had missed time earlier this year. For that tackle, Nathan Smith was given a yellow card, and great to see Nil Vinyals back on his feet. So we'll start things off with the shot. This is a great look at the ball ahead from Bijev, and then here's the foul. You can see Smith just completely out of control as he collides into Nil Vinyals, the second-year kicker. 4 goals and a couple of assists. So Smith sitting on a yellow, as is Victor Falk. Vinyals upended once more. Vinyals, native of Barcelona, Spain. He came to the United States to spend his collegiate career at Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Routinely a power in the Big South Conference. Falk, grabbed from behind by Bolaños, and surely a booking. And Gillingham took major exception to that foul from Jonathan Bolaños. There was clear intent. And Bolaños has flashed the yellow and now has to be separated as Sam Strong gives him a shove. Terzaghi getting in the mix as well. Certainly a dangerous foul. It absolutely warranted a card. And Victor Falk holding his neck. He was grabbed to that neck area. Yeah, let's get a better look at things. Watch as Falk is grabbed. Yeah, it was first the neck, and then the arm slid down to the shoulder area, and that's where he really ripped him down. Nonetheless, that is a dangerous foul. I don't think Bolaños is surprised whatsoever to have been shown a yellow on that. Third yellow card issued today by Robert Vinci. Remember what happened last time these two teams met? 2 Richmond players were red carded, Nathan Audie and Stephen Payne. So that match certainly got chippy. We'll monitor how this one progresses tonight. The nutmeg from Smith, a short-lived success. And Terzaghi Called for the takedown of Ozzy Ramos. Good sportsmanship shown there by Terzaghi, who is the ultimate been there, done that guy. He's done it all in this league. In fact, he has a documentary coming out about him. Excited to watch that. Make sure to monitor the Richmond Kicker socials. Ramos sneaks it through and goes unscathed over the end line. Oni nearly gave it away. Foul called. Richmond looking to steal one late in his first half. Aaron Sawatsky knew this would be a test. Pointed out that this Fuego side have a lot of players with MLS and USL championship experience. Did feel that if you could break past the first line of pressure, that you could find some success. See if Richmond can put that into action. Ryan tapped it off of Bijev, and perhaps in an area that will certainly create some discomfort. Bijev, some serious discomfort. We're going to take a look, and if you would like, feel free to look away. Yes, I think every man watching just felt some secondhand pain from that. Bijev is going to take some time, and understandably so. Here is Bijev back on his feet. Great to see. Hornsby. Delayed whistle after Terzaghi was whisked to the turf. Long ball ends up towards Bryant, and Hornsby, who has a tremendous motor, able to work in the other direction. made our way to stoppage time. 4 minutes of added time, the decision. Signals in by our fourth official, Michael Zapata. Brzagi creates a window to get the cross in. Bolaños ran out of real estate. See a couple of supporters made their way back behind that goal. Now the construction of that back area has stopped for the season, but nonetheless, a lot of exciting things going on. Earlier this week, Fuego FC announced a partnership with Crawford Architects to build the future of the club. They have plans to build soccer-specific training facilities throughout the region as well, and really ensure that this area becomes a cradle for soccer success for a long time. So a lot of exciting developments with this first-year club. To read more, you can visit fuegofc.com. A lot more on the website about the partnership with Crawford Architects, some of the upcoming plans as well. And in year one, they've built a very nice supporter base. Already a soccer-crazy area. You can see it's routinely very impressive crowds. They're always into the match. Falk finds Jay. Try to work it back outside to Victor Falk as we approach the conclusion of added time. Just about a minute or so to go. I see some of the supporters in attendance. Great to have soccer back in this area. A city, a region that has had multiple professional clubs, most recently Fuego of the USL Championship. Great to have pro soccer back in the area. As Bryant shovels it wide for Payne. The last gasp effort for Richmond kickers. Payne penetrates ahead, and he's won his side a corner kick. Four assists in the year for Bryant. Multiple assists have come off of corners. And there you see 15 and 24. A couple of 6'4" center backs. Dangerous in the air. This one played short. The follow-up attempt comes to the foot of Barnathan. And that seemed to hit the arm of Barnathan. They play on, and there is the whistle. 45 minutes in the books. And this first half, at this point, still on even strength, 11-11. Good to see after last time these two teams met. It was 11-10 at this point, later 11-9. So even on even, best on best, but it was that man, Victor Falk, who continues to be an absolute menace against his former club. Third goal of the season against Richmond in 1.5 matches. And the home supporters have something to smile about through 45 minutes. 1-0 is the score. 45 in the book, 45 to go. We'll have highlights, stats, and so much more after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the USL League One on ESPN+.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals. I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
Halftime in Fresno, California. This matchup winding down the week in USL League One, and we did have a couple of midweek matchups which saw all 4 teams score. Let's take a look at those 2 dates.
Pair of Wednesday matchups. First one in Omaha between Omaha and Charlotte. Both teams coming in hot like a full coat of fur. It was pups at the pitch night. Charlotte, one of Omaha's 2 losses this season, and it was going early. Charlotte, 6th minute. Gabriel Oberton saved by Nuhu. He'll cross it to Miguel Ibarra, emphasis on bar. That was the 6th minute. A minute later, this header was saved off the line by Eddie Gordon. Charlotte, a lot of the action early. 0-0 at the half. We go to the second half, early portion. Here's Mbuyu trying to track down a back pass. He's knocked into by Claudio into Nuhu. That's a penalty. So in the 51st minute, that'll put Corey Bennett to the spot, and he knows what to do with that. That is his 8th goal of the season. He's got 5 goals in the last 4 matches for Charlotte. 1-0, but a quick response from Omaha. Ali Hajic in the box to Bruce. His shot blocked. There's Noe Meza. Noe on the spot. Puts it home, levels the match at 1. Meza's 6th goal of the season. That leads Omaha. And Jay Mims told us we're looking for that 2nd goal. Well, 10 minutes later, here it comes. You cannot leave Giovanni Willis open at the top of the box, even just a little bit open. You give him some space, he'll do that, just like the July goal of the month. His 2nd, this time with the left foot, and that matches Omaha's club record, 10 in a row, unbeaten from last season. They finished the night in 3rd place. We go to the Mountain Time Zone, Northern Colorado hosting FC Tucson, and Tucson got going early. 14th minute, Gio Calixto blocked. Finds Luis Perez, that's saved. But the highlight's not over. It gets recycled, cleared, recycled, and it gets all the way back around eventually to Luis Perez here, right there, who crosses it, toe pokes it ahead for Franco Perez, and there's the goal. 1-0, his 1st of the season. And now 6 assists for Luis Perez, 1 off the league lead. It's 1-0 to the half. Tucson 2-2-1 when scoring the 1st goal. Norte to Lachlan McLean, that's over the bar, into the goalpost. Prentice to Trevor Amon, that header is saved. 3 saves for Carlos Marancio. Then the 70th minute, a pass ahead from Burke failing to Luis Perez. Already has the assist, the juke move, back to the top of the box, and curls it in. What a beautiful goal. A lot of touch there. That is a gorgeous goal. 3rd of the season for Luis Perez. 4th multi-goal game for Tucson this season. 80th minute. They're not going to be denied here in Severance. This one gets to par up. He'll send it wide to Prentice, and that will eventually find the head of Lachlan McLean. His 3rd of the season, but that's the final goal. 2-1 Tucson. 7 more shots for Northern Colorado. They were all blocked or wide, and that is the first Tucson win since June 25th. More halftime coming up.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals. I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
It's Kecko. It's a great chance and parried away by Poolskamp. Weaving his way through, putting it on frame, and Villieto had to parry it over the bar. The Jamaican Malik Foster. The Panenka, absolutely disgusting. Hoisted this trophy plenty of times. Saved by Villieto. Rodrigo Lopez. It's improbable. It's indomitable. It's another cup set.
Well, as you saw, the cup set run continues all the way to the finals, September 7th against Orlando City. That's the matchup for Sacramento Republic. Rhode Island, well, they're going to have a USL Championship side soon. They broke ground on a new site, a beautiful site on the water. And how about that? Rhode Island getting into soccer action as well. There it is. That is just a beautiful venue. I mean, you really can't beat sports on the water. You can see a nice shopping center across the way. Beautiful park that will be the future site of a Rhode Island USL Championship side. Here's a look at the scoreboard around the league. And a couple matches going on as we speak. Greenville, they got one early on in the second half, and Aaron Walker finished to put them up 1-0 over FC Tucson. Forward Madison, 3-1 lead. How about Northern Colorado, now down to just 8 men for the rest of this match. Rob Cornwall was the third player to pick up a red card in the 87th minute. And then a couple of their matches ended earlier today. 2 Wednesday dates as well that we showed you a little bit earlier in this halftime break. So things starting to take shape, but still a lot left to play for in this season as we march towards the postseason. Coming up on Wednesday, this is a big one. We just mentioned what Forward Madison are up to, and Madison will take on North Carolina later this week. A couple of teams jockeying for positioning in the standings. Was an interesting matchup last time these two teams played. Red cards, goals. You see the tap in there from Lou Young to wrap things up, and that's the one that kicks things off in week 22, 8 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, and then 5 Saturday matches, a full slate of games on Saturday as we continue to cruise along in this USL League One season. Can't believe it's already week 22 of the year. Highlights and stats coming up after this. Stick with us on ESPN+.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals. I'm on that real team. I'm on that real team.
Back here in Fresno, California, a couple of young fans take into the action, maybe some future stars that we'll see in a couple of years in USL League One, and they were treated to a pretty fun first half, especially for their side that they support. We'll take a look back at the first half highlights brought to you by El Mexicano. Let me start things off in the 12th minute. This is the first of a slew of chances that Fuego would put together. You see Nathan Smith lay it for Ozzy Ramos, a low roller, and Akira Fitzgerald's just a bit too skilled, able to make that save. But he'd be tested quite a bit in that first half. We'll move on to the 17th minute. The chances continue. Dangerous back pass. Cerritos finds a crease just wide. Cerritos, a guy who Martin Vasquez would love to see create more offensively. But then here was the breakthrough. 24th minute, Victor Falk finds the wall of 5 men of the half volley. The former kicker continues to be an absolute menace against his former side. His 3rd goal of the year against Richmond kickers in a match and a half is the first half stats, and they really reflect what we saw in that first half. +6 in shots, +2 on shots on target for Fuego. The chances were better, they were more plentiful, and I think that's the reason why it's a 1-0 score right now. We really didn't see Richmond have much in that final third offensively. How about this? Prior to the match, this is the first ever Building the Central Valley night. Binational of Central California hosted a backpack giveaway for local students in need of supplies. Now, these students were nominated. Their specific supply needs were taken into consideration, ensuring that they receive exactly what they need to succeed. And you can also learn more about Binational of Central California by visiting their website at www.binationalofcentralca.com. Once again, that is binationalofcentralca.com. See how you can get involved or get some help from a tremendous organization. So Central Valley Fuego looking to pick up a win of the first ever Building the Central Valley night. In addition to Binational of Central California's involvement, there were also sticker packs released. Fuego FC collaborating with Crawford Architects, who, as we talked about in the first half, those two groups recently partnered together. Martin Vasquez looks on, hoping that his side can pull off a critical win as they try to climb towards a playoff spot. The win would claim the season series against Richmond. Happy to have you with us for the second half. John Gross with you, and especially to those of you on the East Coast, approaching midnight. So we can almost say good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Victor Falk, the difference-making goal, back in the 24th, unassisted. He put it off the wall on a free kick, and in a half volley, he was able to bury it. Villarreal. Jockeys, you can see the physical nature of the former MLS man. And he's the one whistled for the foul on Oni. That's 5'9" versus 6'4". Elevated ball from Oni. Put out by Smith. Terzaghi. Great sliding stop from Ramos. And then Terzaghi returns the favor, able to win it back in the challenge. Milvinos. Payne whips it across. Jay looks to lead the counter. He'll shovel it for Villarreal, who goes down. And he is still down. Jose Villarreal, in just his second start of this season, one of the newcomers to this club.
Stay up to date with Fuego FC by visiting the official website at fuegofc.com and download the 2022 schedule.
Somebody, Martin Vasquez, really appreciated what he provided to them in the first half against North Carolina. As we look back at this replay, we'll take a bit of contact from Chrysler. Martin Vasquez did indicate that it'll probably take another 3 or 4 matches before Villarreal is at full match fitness. Someone who's played at the highest levels of American professional soccer with LA Galaxy and Orlando City. Two-time MLS champ with LA Galaxy. But Mitchell North able to avoid some pressure. The backup keeper in just his second start of the season. North hasn't been tested tonight. No shots on target. Ramos able to avoid the sliding attempt of Zachamaran. Hornsby in stride, 1-on-1 at Payne. Low cross, scooped up by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald able to dispose of it in a hurry, finds Bryant. Bryant unsuccessful on the nutmeg attempt. Bolaños. It's promising for a moment, and North is able to scoop it up. Tap for Ritchie. Ritchie marked by Strong. Cross off the foot of Gillingham. It hangs in the air for an eternity and is out for a corner kick. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2022, whether your club is on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN+, the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and so much more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Swinging ball from Bryant. Hangs in the air towards Barnathan. Deflects out for Vigneault. Tries to take on two defenders. He has one to throw it. And quickly into Vigneault. A Richmond side that on the road this season, 4-5-1. Their home road goal splits are fairly drastic. They lead the league in home goals, middle of the pack in road goals. Darren Sawatsky said at times they have to play a bit more conservative on the road. Did point out though that if you look at the top teams in this league historically, it's been more about what they do at home. This side extremely successful at home. 6-2-3 at City Stadium, one of the great venues, one of the great atmospheres in this league. Big boot for Mitchell North. Ends up with Smith. Centrally for Villarreal. Tees with the left. And finds the top of the netting. Not the back of it though. You can see the quality that he provides to this club. There's no doubt about it. A man with a boatload of MLS experience. He's actually only the second homegrown player to sign with LA Galaxy when he did so back in 2011. He's an Inglewood, California native, now playing back in his home state. He's starting to get back into the swing of things in terms of match fitness. This is his second consecutive start, 6th overall appearance. Payne. Plenty of breathing room. A window closed in a hurry though, with Bijev tracking him. Barnathan tried to play it through unsuccessfully. "55 minutes into this one, we have yet to see a substitution for either side. You look back to Richmond's last time out against Greenville Triumph, they only made one substitution. Match was a week ago, so you figure guys have had time to rest. But it would be fairly surprising if they only went with a limited number of subs again, as Falk maneuvers his way inside the 18. And at the last moment is taken off the ball by Zaka Moran, who is then upended. And a card comes out. Ani defends Moran. This one was chippy in the first half. And here we go. Tempers flare on this sweltering evening in Fresno. Jose Villarreal picks up a yellow. As has Nathan Ani. So is Villarreal, who was booked on the card, and then Ani, who came in after the fact, defending his teammate. Which I'm sure if you're a Richmond supporter out there, you're more than okay with Ani backing up his guy. Cerritos flings it ahead. No trouble though for Payne. Payne gallops on. No one picks him up. Bijev able to recover. That found the head of Bryant, and North bit lucky. That ball bounced precariously and dangerously. Gave Richmond a glimmer of hope, but it was not meant to be. You see it comes off the head of Bryant. And then there's that bounce, that if there's somebody there in the right spot, and Bolaños was in the vicinity, not to say he could have had an attempt on it. But a threatening moment nonetheless. Richmond still in search of that, thus far, elusive first shot on target. Vinci's been a busy man today. Another yellow card comes out. This time it's Mitchell North for delay of game. Yellow card to match his yellow kit. North, who for most of the season has backed up Ofek Antman. It's just North's second start of the season. Antman out today. Vinyals skies it inside the 18. And that's really the first time that Mitchell North has had to actually knock a ball down. Matias Fernandez is the other goalkeeper available tonight for Martin Vasquez. Hornsby turns on the Jets. Hornsby sidesteps. Had a nice look. And the left back said, why not? And a goal kick is on the way. But first, a couple of substitutions. Goal subs brought to you by Dos Equis. And the first one is Matthew Bentley, the English striker who hits on for Ethan Bryant. We'll see Vincenzo Candela enter for Nathan Awney as well. Barnathan loops it forward for Bolaños, who did stay onside. Finds Candela, his first touch of the night, and loses it in a hurry, courtesy of Ramos. And both those substitutions brought to you by Dos Equis. Bentley, his first touch of the evening, who could certainly provide some scoring. 5 goals and a couple of assists for Matthew Bentley. Changes now for Martin Vasquez. Those substitutions brought to you by Dos Equis. Sharif J comes off, replaced by Maxi Schenfeld. And it's Christian Cheney who enters for Jose Villarreal. You figure that Villarreal would play a little bit over an hour. Make his way off as he works his way back to match fitness. You get fresh legs. And Christian Cheney with the ball at his feet. His cross takes a deflection. Looking for another substitute in Schenfeld. Bijev lets it fly. A critical save by Akira Fitzgerald. And an El Mexicano corner kick on the way. That's what Vili and Bijev can do. He can make something out of nothing. We'll look back at this, but watch, just a quick touch creates a little window of opportunity. And a low bounce that causes Fitzgerald to spring into action. And it is Bijev to take this El Mexicano corner kick. Smith keeps it into the backside. Cross whipped in. Strong was in the vicinity. Ramos on his strong foot, which is his left foot. Pishev battles with Payne. All that Payne can do is tap it out. Awesome scene tonight. See the supporters out in full force. A soccer crazy city, a soccer crazy region. Cheney tried to let it rip on the follow. It's put off the crossbar and in. Maxi Schenfeld, an instant impact. 2-0 Fuego. You can see how much this means to this squad and this city. 3 crucial points up for grabs, and they've played like it tonight. Maxi Schenfeld, his 2nd goal of the season. Both goals tonight have come off of second efforts. A shot that was blocked by a defender and ends up with a Fuego player once more, and it's absolutely canned. Top bins. Schenfeld, 2nd goal of the season. And now desperation time for Richmond. Quickly skipped across. Bentley got a foot on it. Turned away by North. Terzaki goes down. A point to the spot. And a chance at redemption at a quick jiffy. What a minute of action. You go from a goal at one end and now a penalty kick on the other. But a whole lot happened before this. Watch as Bentley flicked it goalward. North, a critical save, his first of the night, and Terzaki taken down to warrant the penalty kick. It's Sam Strong in his 5th start on loan from Monterey Bay, the culprit. The first penalty kick of this season for Richmond kickers. Who else but Emi Terzaki to take it? The Golden Boot leader. A chance to get his side on the board. And he's done just that as he beats Mitchell North. And within a span of just minutes, the smoke hadn't even cleared. Richmond kickers get one back. Terzaki, as experienced as you find, beats a very green keeper in the young Mitchell North, and it's the 12th goal of the season for the Golden Boot leader. What a response by Richmond. Last time these two teams played, Fuego jumped down to the 2-0 lead. Richmond got one back, made it interesting. The final chapter in that match was a 3rd goal by Central Valley to seal the deal. Albeit a bit of a different situation tonight. These two teams had even strength. Last time these two teams met, it was 11-9 for much of the second half. And still about 20 minutes to go for Richmond kickers to mount to rally. Schenfelds, who had the smashing goal just minutes ago to put his side up 2-0. Well done by Bentley to win it for his side. Vignoles knocks it for Payne. Hornsby directs it, and it does cross the end line. A corner kick on the way for Richmond kickers. Corner kick number 5. Outswinging ball from Vignoles. Bentley tries to let it rip. Comes to the turf and out to Payne. Ritchie pops it back where it came from. North well off his line. Is well enough to direct it out of there. Cerritos threads it for Bijev. One-on-one with Stuart Ritchie. Bijev's low cross sniffed out by Candela. Bentley ahead for Terzaghi, converted on the penalty kick just moments ago. Wheels and puts the cross into the side of Gillingham. A 6th corner kick on the way for Richmond. In a match that they have struggled to create good chances. It's a set piece, the way to draw things level. Again, it's Vignoles to take it. Bolaños settles. Bolaños with the left. It's wide. And another corner, this time from the opposite flag. Seventh corner of the night for the visitors. Foul sends things the other direction. The change as Owain Gordon comes on. He missed the last 3 matches, and he enters. As does Ethan Vanacore-Decker, recently acquired via transfer with Northern Colorado mid-July. First time that Vanacore-Decker enters as a substitute this season in his 6th appearance. And Diego Casillas enters for Villian Bijev for Central Valley Fuego. Those substitutions brought to you by Dos Equis. Decker quickly whistled for the foul. Vanacore Decker, somebody who Darren Sawatsky has long liked. Said he liked him 2 years ago when he led the league in assists. Said he's still getting used to this Richmond, this Darren Sawatsky style of play, which is a mix between the last two systems that Vanacore Decker has played in. This more rigid system in Union Omaha. And more free and open system in Northern Colorado. Darren Sawatsky said it's a bit more of a mix of both. There's the change as Bijev comes off. And Diego Casillas enters. He had not played the last two matches. Another attacking threat who scored the first goal in franchise history. Which is surely a trivia question for years to come. So make a note of that. Cerritos dances past Candela with ease. Cerritos, down he goes. Vinci waves it off, no whistle. Bentley, lovely threaded ball for Vanacore Decker. Vanacore Decker, physical hit, and it is Vanacore Decker who was whistled for the foul. Colliding with Ramos. Hard run at that back line by Vanacore Decker. Very physical player who has had a lot of success in this league. Didn't see necessarily a whole lot of time in Northern Colorado. Made his way last month to his new home in Richmond. Here's Bentley. Slips it through the legs of a sliding Hornsby. Cheney. Bentley got a toe on it. Directs it to Candela. Just over 10 minutes to go before stoppage time. Payne. Through for Bentley, lovely ball. Bentley pops it to the middle. And clipped out. It will be a corner. Richmond knocking on the door these last 10 minutes or so. They were 2-0 down initially. They get one back, looking for one more. Terzaghi, you figure if he's within 10 feet of goal, he'll probably bury it. Unfortunately, he was on his backside. Made things a little bit difficult, to say the least. Another corner, this time cleared out of there by Cheney. Valley Fuego trying to hang on to this 2-1 advantage. They led 2-0. Looking to claim the season series against a top-flight club in Richmond, who really, all season long, have looked like one of, if not the best sides in this league. Still a lot left in the tank for Richmond, though. We've seen them, as this match has progressed, really come alive. Of course, the Terzaghi PK, which is his 6th consecutive penalty kick conversion. Schenfeld to the 2nd goal for his side. Shovels it back. On the topic of penalty kicks, the Terzaghi PK, which was the first attempt of the year for Richmond, was the 4th penalty kick attempt of the day, which matches a USL League One single-day record. October 7th, 2020 was the last time that there were 4 penalty kicks attempted in a single League One day. It's also a historic day in regards to red cards. 5 red cards, which is tied for the league record. Dates all the way back to the inaugural season in 2019. 3 of those red cards were against Northern Colorado Hailstorm players in their loss against Forward Madison. Bentley launches. Gillingham. It over the touchline. And a change for Central Valley Fuego. It's a defensive change as Alexis Cerrito comes off, and Jordan Chavez, who had started 18 of 19 matches during today, the center back, comes on to bolster this back line. Chavez, who has come on as a substitute now for the 2nd straight match. The recent addition of Sam Strong, that center at one of those center back spots, who Martin Vasquez says has just been very consistent. The last 3 games it's been Strong. Martin Vasquez was quick to point out that he's been Strong, like his last name. Vinyals in the corner, in search of that equalizer. Popped inside the 18, headed away by Sam Strong. Candela settles. Vinyals tees. And shoots it a little too deep. Bentley hustles after it. Can't quite get there. As you see, Greenville Triumph victorious. So that means that even with the win, Richmond would still be in 2nd, but it also puts even more importance on this one for Richmond kickers. They're going to keep pace with Greenville. They'll need to pick up at least a point tonight. It's the final match of week 21 of the season. Great hustle by Stuart Ritchie. Ritchie lays one ahead, and North high points it. Great hustle by Ritchie. And he tried the service, but North was up for the task. Bentley tries to switch fields unsuccessfully. Gordon finds that Evenepoel Decker. A lot of mustard on that header. Was able to generate a lot behind it, but it's wide. Watches Owen Gordon able to battle his way free. And that header was from 18 yards out. And he's able to smash it, but just a bit off target. See some of the upcoming matches in USL League One for this week 22. Richmond Kickers return back home for the next 2 matches as they host Union Omaha next Saturday, which is the 27th anniversary of the Kickers winning the US Open Cup. A very special day to come next Saturday on the 27th of August. We'll follow that up by hosting Tormenta. Candela launches. Nice first touch from Payne. Payne wiggles free. Unconvincing clearance. Comes to Evenepoel Decker. Just a bit wide. Nearly a disastrous moment for the home side. Ethan Evenepoel Decker. 2 oh so close attempts. That one snuck through. Owen Gordon wisely leapt. Victor Falk can get that length stretched out. The opening goal, an absolute blast of a finish against his former club, Darren Sawatsky. He is locked in, folks. Phenomenal coach, making his side on, trying to get him to push up. Vasquez, oh so accomplished. A resume that would rival many in American soccer as a coach. Previously the head coach of United Front Chivas USA side, MLS. LA Galaxy assistant, Bayern Munich assistant, spent time with the United States. Both with Jurgen Klinsmann. These supporters hoping for a victory. They've seen just 2 at home this season. It's the first of 3 consecutive home matches for Central Valley Fuego. As we enter 5 minutes of stoppage time. Welcome Tormenta next week. The Tormenta side playing its 3rd of 4 home matches. So 2 teams, very different road matches, I should say. 2 teams entering that one, very different circumstances. Cross driven in, headed away by Smith. How about a second effort of the cross, and this time it's Chavez who clears it. Candela works it wide. Ball just out of the reach of Candela. Payne all the way up from his right back spot, loops it, back post. Smith wins the header. Well done by Casillas to clear it rather than concede the goal kick. Richie. Wayne Gordon's ball! Bentley equalizes! A couple of substitutes hook up for a dramatic finish. And from 2-0 down to 2-2 level. Wayne Gordon finds Bentley. Look at this ball, and somehow Bentley is left so free. Gillingham is looking around, who's supposed to be there alongside him? And no one was there. 6th of the season for Bentley. And what a rally by Richmond. And to those in Richmond who have stayed awake to watch this, I say to you, good morning. Your side has come all the way back to tie things at 2. And man, you absolutely want 3 points if you're Richmond in the situation you are. You're at the top of the table, but a draw feels like a win for them, and surely a draw for Fuego would feel like a demoralizing defeat. But still time for either side to convert on a potential match winner. Casillas thought about a blast. Instead chips it ahead. It's back to Casillas. Casillas cross! High pointed by Fitzgerald. A Fuego side that has now conceded 9 goals in the final 15 minutes of matches. That is more than anyone else in USL League One. Also the 9th goal conceded to a substitute, which is the most allowed. Those two, of course, go hand in hand. Certainly contact. Simon Fitch, who spilled down. And a moment to claim a victory for Richmond. Vignoles elevates ahead. And as North hauls it in, the whistle comes. What a match. A 2-2 draw that feels like a win for Richmond. And a treacherous final 20 or so minutes for Central Valley Fuego, who leave this one probably thinking they had 3 points locked up, but it was not meant to be. And Darren Sawatsky's club comes all the way back. We talked about this before. They've done a nice job this season after conceding the first goal, and they continue that trend. 14 points won by Richmond after conceding a first goal. And a resilient side That's something that is the mark of being an elite club. If you can come back in matches, especially late, they do just that, courtesy of the man that you just saw, Matthew Bentley. 2-2 is the final, our full-time score. And we'll recap things after this break. Highlights, stats, and more after this on ESPN+.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals. I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
On such an oh-so-bizarre Saturday to wrap up Week 21, it's only fitting that it came to an end in dramatic fashion. A stoppage time equalizer, 2-2 is the final, a point apiece between these two sides, and a dramatic comeback. As we take a look back at the match that was. And strap in, folks, it was a fun one. These highlights brought to you by El Mexicano. We started the 24th minute, Victor Falk. Just something about playing against your own old club, right? Falk finds the wall, a half volley, just blasted. Third goal of the season against his former club. Played nearly 40 matches with Richmond over 2 seasons. We go to the 67th minute. Already 1-0 Central Valley Fuego, but they want more. Again, a second effort. This time it's top shelf. It's a substitute, Maxi Schenfeld. That got the crowd on their feet. And then for the first time this year, a penalty kick awarded to Richmond as Terzaghi goes down. Bentley was in the doorstep, could not finish. A quality save by Mitchell North, the backup keeper all season long. And here's the penalty kick by Terzaghi. He had made his last 5 PKs. He buries his 6th. You can see the smoke still in the air. This was fresh just after the 2-0 go-ahead goal, or 2-0 goal for Fuego. And that quickly made it 2-1. And it was 2-1 until this moment. Stoppage time. Owain Gordon, a substitute. Bentley, a substitute. And it's 2-2. Bentley, somehow, someway, left just unmarked in the most critical of junctures. And he equalizes to bring us to a 2-2 final. You get a look at our full-time match stats. And at halftime, it was pretty lopsided in favor of Fuego, but a late barrage of attempts by Richmond kickers, really the last 20 or so minutes, proved to be fruitful. They get a couple of goals, they get some quality looks, and they are able to break through twice. And that wraps up Week 21. So this is the scoreboard. A lot of odd matches today. We saw the 4 penalty kicks, that's tied for the league record in a single day. The 5 red cards, that's tied for a league record in a single day. We end tonight with a dramatic match from 2-0 down to 2-2 level, stoppage time equalizer. Greenville picks up the win. And with that, as you see, they remain atop the table, and they create a little bit more separation. 3 points for Greenville Triumph, just 1 for Richmond. And for Central Valley Fuego, the point does move them up to 7, so they continue to inch closer to that playoff line. Now just 2 points back of Charlotte Independence for that 6th and final playoff spot, but still plenty of time left as we enter week 22. This was a fun one, folks, and we thank you all for sticking with us. Whether you're celebrating a good morning in Richmond or a late night in Fresno, California, we thank you for joining us for our entire phenomenal crew. I'm John Gross saying so long from out west. An absolute thriller of a matchup, 2-2 the final. This has been USL League One live on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.